Hey guys, Aaron here. I have another stropping video for you. If you haven't guessed, I have been experimenting with stropping techniques and just trying to get it down, trying to get to the point where when my knives dull, because they do, that I don't necessarily have to take them to diamond stones or ceramic stones, and I don't have to remove material from the blade, but only polish them and maintain them on a leather strop, just to maintain the life out of the blade itself. But one of the problems that I have been having, if you followed the technique videos that I've done in the past, one of the problems that I have been having is when I would plant the blade on a flat, raise it to a slight angle, and then strop, as I pivoted the blade out, I didn't get kind of an even stroke towards the tip. So generally the belly or the straight edge of my blade would remain quite flat, but my tips from about here forward were not getting as sharp as I wanted. So I had been kind of thinking and experimenting on how to do that better. And the technique that I've landed on is actually planting the tip and raising it a little bit and stropping in the reverse from tip to heel. I know this seems like a relatively minor technique difference, but what I have found in terms of using these blades is when you're cutting with a knife like this, typically you're going to be using like this portion of the blade primarily for your cutting tasks. And so if you're not getting that as sharp, it'll be noticeable. And you're also going to dull it faster, hypothetically speaking. And you can kind of watch the shadow underneath the bevel to make sure that you're actually getting contact all the way down. So, yeah, I mean, already we're getting sharper. Let's see, do a couple of passes on this. The other thing that I have found is that this really doesn't take too much time. Really, 3 passes on each side, repeated twice, and you are just about good to go with that particular compound side of your strop. And if you start to see some compound build up on the edge, just wipe it with a cloth. That will prevent you from transferring this compound to a different side of your block, assuming you're using a multi-sided block like this. I have a tendency to lift the knife as I do this, so what I'm practicing these days is keeping my handheld angle, my freehand angle, consistent as I do this. But I think that's as far as I'm going to take it. But can't ask for much more than that. So I hope that helps. Just another little tip in my journey on learning how to strop better. I hope it helps you guys, and feel free to ask me any questions you have. Thanks a lot. Aaron out of here.